Knight Frank recently voted Chicago as the 6th best city in the world for the uber-rich to live, work, and play. Coincidentally, Illinois also ranks number 6 of U.S. states by number of billionaire residents. It's without a doubt that this corner of America is home to some seriously swanky citizens. But where do they live? Believe it or not, the 25 wealthiest places in Illinois are all suburbs, and that is exactly where you'll find many of Chicago's richest residents. So get ready for an exclusive tour of the most jaw-dropping, expensive neighborhoods. Coming in at number 10, Oak Brook. Oak Brook is the commerce capital of Illinois, but did you know it's also where some of the wealthiest Chicagoans reside? Oak Brook is home to DuPage County's record-breaking most expensive homes, although the median household income in Oak Brook is a little lower than you'd expect on a list like this. A peek at the median home value reveals that there are more than a few high-status people living here. The average family home sells for an astronomical figure of $801,100, which is 3 times the Chicago average and almost 4 times more than the national average. The median household income may be explained by the fact that 40% of residents here are retirees. And with all the giant houses, world-class shopping, and low property taxes, it's no surprise that some of Chicago's most moneyed retirees are queuing up for a ticket to this exclusive suburb. The cheapest apartment currently for sale in Oak Brook is a 1-bed condo, up for $139,888. Do you think you could live here? Decide yourself by reading all about Oak Brook in the top right. Coming in at number 9, Western Springs. Next up is one of our favorite Western Chicago suburbs, Western Springs. It also happens to be one of the wealthiest. It made the Bloomberg list of 100 richest U.S. towns in 2017, and the Western Springs residents' wages, wealth, and house prices have continued to grow since then. The median house price in Western Springs is $609,900, and as you may expect, you can find fairy tale homes on the market here. As far as we know, the most expensive home sold in this suburb went for $2.8 million. The property which you would find at 5000 Woodland Avenue is a 5,000 square foot property built in 2019 and was on the market just for under 1 year. Coming in at number 8, Hawthorn Woods. On the far-flung northwestern edges of the Chicago suburbs, you'll find a quaint rural village known as Hawthorn Woods. If you got a robust bank account, you can buy yourself a slice of country life for an average of $566,100, which you'll get a 3 or 4 bed house for 2,400 square feet of real estate in Hawthorn Woods. 99% of residents own their homes here, and could you believe the median rent is $3,500 per month? With only 1% of the suburb renting their property, a grand total of 84 people are paying those jaw-dropping rent prices. But in return, they get a vast amount of space and greenery by inner-city rentals. Hawthorn Woods is unpolluted by noise and traffic, and residents say it's a perfect place to stargaze. Coming in at number 7, Wilmette. If you're not familiar with Wilmette, a quick Google search will make you a little more than envious of how the other half live. Wilmette is a suburban lakeside oasis, and it's clear to see why people set aside the big bucks to live in this eye-watering, beautiful village. While the median home value is $707,800, there are many lavish estates here that have achieved their peak of modern living and can only be bought for 8 figures. Wilmette is close by to Evanston, one of the most up-and-coming cities in Illinois, as well as Winnetka, which is officially the wealthiest Chicago suburb. Being somewhat closer to the action than country club suburbs like Hawthorn Woods, you can actually rent in Wilmette for $1,484, which is close to the average Chicago rent. But with both Winnetka and Kenilworth close by, there are plenty of millionaires and billionaires in the area. Do you think you could handle rubbing shoulders with some of the richest people in America? Coming in at number 6, Inverness. This stately suburb is famous for its mansions. Early part of the neighborhood adhered to a strict 1-acre minimum of space for each home, and the houses have an old money feel, the kind of place where you'd expect to find aristocracy. The village offers social distancing at its best, and residents describe it as being close to anything you'd want, but thankfully not too close. It's not surprising that this suburb is popular with people seeking peace and quiet. 60% of the population are over the age of 45, and it's voted the 4th best place to retire in the whole of Illinois, according to niche.com. The newer parts of Inverness are where the mega rich have flocked to build mega big custom homes. The median home value is $628,700. When searching the market, you'll find most properties in Inverness have at least 4 bedrooms with 3,000 to 5,000 square feet, but one of the biggest houses in the suburb is a mind-blowing 24,000 square feet. Coming in at number 5, Hinsdale. The lovely Hinsdale is home to many high-class homes with hefty price tags. The median home value is $884,700. But with Hinsdale's median household income of $203,368, it will only take these lucky residents a few years to pay it off. Yet, despite what you think, you don't have to be crazy wealthy to live in Hinsdale, just a little wealthy. The average rent here is $1,800, and you can sometimes find 1 to 2 bedroom homes for $1,500. So, if you want to picture yourself in one of Chicago's golden suburbs, take a look at our video that we made on Hinsdale in the upper right corner. Coming in at number 4, Long Grove. Up by Lake Zurich and Vernon Hills, you'll find one of Chicago's tucked away suburban paradises, Long Grove. Every month, families here take a long, big paycheck, and we can only imagine that they spend some of it on the suburbs surrounding country clubs and vineyards. There are more than a few luxury homes in Long Grove. As of 2020, Eddie Jackson owns one of them. The average home here goes for $648,700. And like many of these upscale suburbs, you'll be likely to find anywhere than less than a 4-bedroom. It's this biggest is better mentality that sees epic 12,000 square foot homes being built here in Long Grove, Illinois. Coming in at number 3, Kenilworth. The owners of Chicago's most stacked bank accounts are in agreement that living in Kenilworth is more than worth the price tag. The median house price in this suburb is enough to leave most people shocked. It comes in at just over $1.1 million with 770 households. That places the collective value of this small suburb at $770 million. This dreamlike village sits between 2 other extraordinary wealthy suburbs, Winnetka and Wilmette. So why do the mega wealthy part ways with life-changing amounts of money to live in Kenilworth? For a start, it's one of the newest North Shore communities. It overlooks the beautiful Lake Michigan, and the residents here no doubt love to pay a visit to the nearby Wilmette and Glencoe marinas. It's also simply a beautiful place to live. If you were to try to imagine the most idyllic version of suburban life, you'd likely picture the peaceful, well-manicured, tree-lined streets of Kenilworth. Coming in at number 2, Glencoe. You'll find Glencoe on any list of the wealthiest suburbs in Chicago. Families here take home an average of $250,000 every year, so it only takes them a few years to buy their $1 million homes. So who decided that Glencoe should be the site of such prime real estate? Seems to be Mother Nature herself. If you take a look at Glencoe on Google Maps, you'll see the whole village is bordered by blue and green. The suburb looks out over Lake Michigan and is surrounded by Skokie Lagoons, Chicago Botanic Gardens, Turnbull Woods, and the Lake Shore County Club. We can only imagine how fresh the air must smell in Glencoe. If this suburb can be considered the other side, then the grass truly is greener there. Number 1, Winnetka. Topping our list as the most wealthiest suburb of Chicago is Winnetka, famously the location of the Home Alone house. This suburb is also renowned for being home to the richest families in the whole of the nation. Houses here cost a median over $1 million, so it's only logical that the average take-home pay for families is $250,000 every year. The famous Sheridan Road in Winnetka is where you'll find several of Chicago's biggest and most expensive homes. The street alone is home to multiple properties worth over $10 million. Winnetka is also where you'll find one of the most expensive properties ever listed in Chicago, 68 Locust Drive, which is a 27,000 square foot mansion listed for $27 million in 2012. If that sounds inconvincible to you, then you'll be even more amazed to know that this is considered a steal. The home cum palace was listed at a $5 million discount from its peak listing of $32 million. Now that's a bargain, wouldn't you agree? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching our video on the wealthiest Chicago suburbs. If you're looking to buy or sell any real estate in Illinois, please reach out to us. The contact information will be in the description box below. If you like this video and would like to see more, please give us a like and subscribe. Thank you.